AI News is tracking capital, infrastructure, politics, healthcare, and how AI is changing the deal room. Here are the 5 signals to know today. The common thread is that AI is becoming financial infrastructure, operating infrastructure, and public infrastructure all at once. The first signal is a big market projection around SpaceX, Anthropic, and OpenAI. Techmeme points to an analyst view that IPOs from those 3 companies could add up to $4 trillion to U.S. stock market value within months. This is not a finished transaction or a company announcement. It is a projection about what public investors might be willing to pay for the next wave of AI-adjacent giants. But the scale matters. SpaceX represents private space infrastructure, Anthropic represents frontier AI models, and OpenAI represents mainstream AI adoption plus developer demand. If even part of this projection proves right, public markets would be putting a much larger price tag on AI infrastructure, model labs, and the companies around them. The practical takeaway is simple. AI is no longer just a venture capital story. It is becoming a public market allocation story. The second signal is AI moving deeper into mergers and acquisitions. Forbes published a piece on how AI is being used across deal sourcing, due diligence, and post-merger integration. The point is not that software suddenly replaces bankers, lawyers, and operators. The point is that deal teams are using AI to scan more targets, review larger document sets, flag risks earlier, and model integration plans faster. That changes the tempo of corporate strategy. Buyers can look at more opportunities with less manual drag. Sellers may face sharper diligence. Advisors may have to defend their value with judgment, relationship knowledge, and execution instead of hours spent sorting documents. For builders, this is a useful pattern. AI value often shows up first in messy expert workflows where there is too much information and too little time. The third signal is OpenAI's infrastructure push. Techmeme highlights a CNBC interview with Sam Altman about OpenAI's Stargate data center project in Saline, Michigan, along with the claim that coding models are a major driver of AI demand. That pairing is important. Frontier AI is no longer only about better model architecture. It is about electricity, chips, data centers, networking, and the ability to serve heavy daily usage. Coding also keeps showing up as one of the clearest demand centers because it has measurable outcomes. Software gets written, reviewed, debugged, and shipped. If coding models keep driving usage, then the winners need both strong models and industrial-scale compute behind them. The takeaway is that AI competition is turning into an infrastructure race as much as a product race. The fourth signal is political scrutiny around OpenAI. Techmeme reports that OpenAI says it has not donated to any super PACs, does not have an employee-funded PAC, and that Greg Brockman's support for leading the future is personal. The statement matters because major AI labs are now policy actors whether they want to be or not. They are shaping labor markets, copyright fights, national security debates, education, infrastructure, and regulation. That means political questions will follow them closely. OpenAI's clarification is an attempt to separate company activity from personal political activity by one executive. The broader implication is that AI companies will need cleaner governance, clearer disclosure, and tighter public messaging as their influence grows. In AI, policy risk is becoming part of product risk. The fifth signal is healthcare consolidation. Roche announced a definitive merger agreement to acquire PathAI, a company focused on digital pathology and AI-powered diagnostics. This is one of the clearest examples of AI moving from general software into regulated clinical workflows. Roche is not buying a novelty chatbot. It is buying capability around pathology data, diagnostic support, and tools that could strengthen its broader healthcare portfolio. For the AI market, the lesson is that vertical expertise matters. In healthcare, the moat is not just a model. It is data quality, workflow fit, clinical trust, compliance, and distribution through established medical channels. Expect more large healthcare companies to buy or partner for AI capabilities when those tools map to real operating bottlenecks. That is AI news for today. Public market AI, AI in the deal room, compute at frontier scale, political scrutiny, and healthcare AI moving into the enterprise stack.